Well, a landmark ruling that's come from court that says a breakup does not accuse you of abatement to suicide. Just in a case that was heard by the Delhi High Court, can a broken relationship become a criminal offence? The Delhi High Court has made an important observation while granting bail to a man accused of abatement of suicide after his former partner died days after he married someone else. Justice Manoj Jain said something that could resonate in courtrooms across India. Heartbreak and breakups are common. A mere breakup does not automatically amount to instigation for suicide. In fact, in this case, the woman died by suicide in October 2025. Her father alleged that she was under pressure from the accused to convert to his religion for marriage and that this pressure drove her to take the extreme step. The man was arrested then in November. Okay, Sanjay Chadha, your take on the family blaming the man entirely, and he was arrested. The case is still on though. Give us your sense, but this is certainly a huge precedent set in terms of court observing that a breakup does not really necessarily mean abatement to suicide. Give us your sense, and how at the same time can it protect a woman? You know, some women now might feel that if there was indeed coercion, how can they possibly prove it, you know?
Well, if you ask me, this decision, this judgment is in the line of well settled law. I remember, there was a judgment a few days back in the Supreme Court. Justice Nagaratnam had given, woman judge had given, who's going to be the first woman Chief Justice of India also. She had given a judgment where what had happened, there was a kind of neighborhood fight was there, and a woman went and committed suicide, and the entire trial went, and finally the matter reached Supreme Court, where Supreme Court had said that it is not an abetment to suicide. You have to understand what is there in section 108 BNS, or earlier if we call it 306 IPC. You have to see what are the ingredients, whether the ingredients are fulfilled here or in any other case. Then there is a question which comes further, that if the ingredients are fulfilled, then only the offense will be supposed to be committed. What are the ingredients of abetment? Ingredient of abetments are, as you have also rightly said while in the beginning of your program, that there should be an intentionally instigation. Either the person has intentionally intentionally aided, or intentionally conspired to that
To push you to the edge, yeah.
force that person to commit the suicide, and there is no option left. So from day one, the person, the accused, knows that he is forcing her, and the end would be she will commit suicide. This is what, in this case, if I may say, sudden provocation.
But having a fulfilling relationship for 8 years and a lot of friction because of religious differences, parents not agreeing. We know that story is so common in India, right? Parents not agreeing because of different caste, different religion, but yet the two, have a relationship for so many years because, love is love. But at the end of it, the girl or the guy cannot tolerate it, and then once one person moves on, the other is just torn apart. That cannot be termed as abatement, you say?
The established law is this one.
Right.
Established law is very clear that there should be such continuous pressure upon the victim that victim has left with no other option, no other choice but to commit suicide. So it's very difficult for prosecution.
And it's easy to demarcate that. It's easy to establish that whether there was coercion or not.
It's not easy. It's very difficult. It is very, very difficult.
Here in this case, they managed to speak to the friends of the couple and whatnot. So
that's how from the circumstances it was gathered. Like, they spoke to the friends. The prosecution's task is very difficult here. Why it is difficult? Because prosecution does not know. Nobody knows the story which is prior to the date of suicide. Nobody knows what all those 6-8 months but a presumption can be drawn that look, for 6 months when she can live happily and she has not even
Not happily, we
expressed
can't say happily,
happily in
but
the sense,
what
please
she
allow me.
managed to survive, yeah,
No,
six
no,
months.
happily means it
She has
doesn't mean that
survived. She has survived for 6 months. She's
survived
endured it. She's
without
endured it, yeah.
without discussing with the near dear close friends, as close friends must have given the statement, as you have
Yeah.
also mentioned. I was also reading it before. And the other thing which is very important at this juncture, as far as this particular case is concerned, the important thing is the trial is yet to happen.
Right.
This is a stage where the High Court has granted the bail to the accused.
Right.
So in the trial, if they are able to, the prosecution is able to prove that, look, this is a continuous process wherein she was not left with anything else, but it was the ultimate outcome was the provocation or
Right.
abetment
Right.
by
Right.
the individual.
We hear you. I really appreciate both of you for joining us here.